Hey guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, so you know that we already dropped a video about Lisa Rinna and her daughter Delilah from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But since we were talking about Beverly Hills earlier, I was going through some articles and I thought that this was very fitting. Now, we're all watching Vanderpump Rules and we've been covering it on Jason's channel, Down with Jason, and it's been an interesting season to say the least. However, we know at the reunion, Raquel and James, who just recently got engaged on season 9, the season we're currently watching, well, Raquel ended the engagement on the reunion floor and gave the ring back. Now we have details about how she was feeling and the reasons behind the split. She's talking about her inner voice. Well, we have it all. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Raquel seemingly hinted at the reason behind her split from her former fiance, James Kennedy, in a post that she shared on Instagram on Thursday. Weeks after confirming their split with their castmates at the taping of the Vanderpump Rules Season 9 reunion, and later sharing the news with their fans and followers on their Instagram page, Raquel actually returned to social media where she suggested that she neglected her own needs during their 5-year relationship. And that's pretty big too, because if you guys know Raquel from the show, she never really opens up about her problems or what she's going through. 9 times out of 10, she's always just opening up and trying to allow herself to understand where someone else is coming from or why they're dealing with someone or something. That's why I feel so bad for Raquel. I feel like she's honestly just the sweetest. You can't even be mad at this girl on the show. That's why when Jason and I do recaps and he's like, Raquel, I'm like, stop, hold on, stop. Now, after watching a video on Instagram in which Brittany McGowan, who is a model, admitted her inner monologue was under construction and said that she was allowing herself to make mistakes, Raquel left a comment. What could that comment be? Well, I was curious. She said, this hits home for me. Did you learn this golden rule in school? Treat others the way you would like to be treated. I think there needs to be a second clause that should be taught. Treat yourself the way that you treat others, Raquel wrote in her post. And she also went on to suggest that she had given far too much empathy to others in the past while forgetting that she too has a voice that needs to be heard. She said, since I live a life of empathy, sometimes to a fault, it's easy for me to treat others with patience, kindness, and respect. But I neglect to be kind to myself. I forgot that I require patience too. Sometimes even I ignore my inner voice. Let's learn to love ourselves as much as we love others. Oh, again, how could you be mad at this girl? And 2 identical statements. When James and Raquel announced that they were breaking up and ending this 5-year engagement, they both put out 2 statements that literally mirrored each other with the same photos. They said, after their split, after these 5 wonderful years together that we had, we decided that we have 2 different goals and made the decision to call off the engagement. We love each other very much, but we aren't in love anymore. We want nothing but the best for each other, so please keep any of your thoughts positive. Sending love. A short while later, an insider told The Sun that Raquel reached her limit with James' behavior and said he promised he'd be better. He promised that he'd change for her. And watching the show back, she seemed to finally see how nasty he is, not just to others, but to her as well. I mean, listen, I do want to say this just to be fair. Lala Kent just recently did a podcast with Melissa Gorga. I think it's called On Display or something like that. But when she did, she said, I've learned so much from myself by being on reality TV. There's nothing like having a mirror show yourself, this is how you're acting. You need to fix it. And I think that's true. One of the biggest things that I find in my interviews when I'm talking with housewives, Bravo celebrities, whoever is on reality TV, when I talk to them, they say, you would think that it's so hard to live through the filming part of it for 3 to 6 months, however long we film. But really, it's watching back the footage and having to relive everything that you went through. Now, for example, Vanderpump Rules this season, Ariana just slammed her head against the bar and fell out. I'm sure that's probably not her proudest moment. I'm sure Jack's getting caught cheating is not his proudest moment. But these are things that happen and they play out on camera. And then not only do you have to answer for it, you have to answer to social media, you have to answer to the viewers, but you also have to answer to the families of the people who you are affecting while you're filming the show. yeah, I could see where this would be a big ass mirror in your face showing you, okay, this is wrong and this probably doesn't make sense. So if Raquel's watching the show back and she's seeing James' outburst and where he's going to scream therapy and trying to really work out his situation, where he's battling with his inner demons when it comes to sobriety, alcohol, marijuana, like whatever it is, whatever he's battling with, if she's watching this back and seeing scenes that she wasn't necessarily privy to, I can see where she would have a problem with that. But guys, I don't want to just give you my opinions on all of this and not ask what you think. So when it comes to Vanderpump Rules season 9, 1, are we enjoying the season? And 2, are you on Jason's page when he's calling this the season of completion? I mean, personally, I think that I just don't see where else they could go with this. After, finding out that Lala and Randall have both broken up after the split of their engagement and finding out that he's an alleged serial cheater, and Raquel and James, I saw where fans were tweeting and they're like, well, maybe we have a storyline to go off of next season. But I don't think that's enough. I really, to be honest with you, don't think that that would be enough to hold the show over. But again, what do I know? What do I know? So go ahead and comment below on that. And then before we go, I just wanted to say thank you again for all of you guys joining us on today's Hot Takes. Now, I've gotten so many questions from you guys in my DMs and messages and emails asking me, Adam, what happened to, Hot Messy Topics? And are we not taking callers anymore? Well, I do a lot of my interviews that are filtered through NBC and Bravo in the PR. So when we come on and we're talking about some of these topics and we're being very opinionated, I've seen now where that can affect me getting those interviews. So what we decided to do was take them over to Jason's channel, Down with Jason, change the name to Today's Hot Takes, keep it a little less messy, but also share with you guys all of the hot topics that are trending from that day. So if you guys want to join us, we kept it at the same time at 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, as long as there's enough hot topics. And we're still continuing the conversation. We're just doing it in a different way on a different platform. I also wanted to say that Jason doesn't know this yet, but I don't think he's doing his Wiki Key tomorrow. So I'm going to go buy Christmas cookies and do a fun from our kitchen decorating situation where we decorate the cookies, see who does it best, while also covering some of our favorite hot topics and holiday scenarios. I don't really know what that means when I say holiday scenarios, but I just wanted to do something festive for the holidays because we're in the Christmas spirit, or whatever holiday that you celebrate. Guys, again, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. What do we have coming up? A lot. We have a lot coming up. And don't forget to go check out my latest pre-record that I dropped with Lisa Rinna, who is now refusing to pay any of the bills when it comes to Delilah after ousting her on TikTok. Yeah, Delilah, you might have spoken too soon on this one. All right. Go ahead, comment below on the Vanderpump Rules stuff. What do you think about Raquel in this recent Instagram post talking about listening to her inner voice? Do you think that Raquel, well, she did the right thing by ending the engagement? Or are you going to lean towards no? I can already feel where you guys are leaning. But go ahead and do all those things. Have some mimosas, make some memories, and don't work too hard this weekend. I will see you guys so very soon. Bye, guys. Love you.